There are two words that get confused constantly in conversations about money: discipline and deprivation. They sound related. They sometimes look identical from the outside. A person declining an expensive purchase could be practicing either one, but internally they are opposites, and the difference between them determines whether a financial plan lasts. Deprivation is restriction imposed against your own desires. It treats spending as a temptation to resist and the disciplined life as a constant act of willpower. It feels like white knuckling, and because willpower is a finite resource, deprivation-based plans almost always fail. Not immediately, eventually. The restriction builds pressure, the pressure finds a release, and the release usually costs more than the original discipline saved. Discipline is something else entirely. Discipline is alignment between your actions and your actual priorities. The disciplined person is not resisting what they want. They have gotten clear about what they want most, and they are simply declining things that conflict with it. The Stoics understood this distinction better than almost anyone. Epictetus taught that freedom does not come from getting everything you desire. It comes from mastering your desires so that they point at the right things. The person whose desires are well ordered does not experience discipline as sacrifice. They experience it as coherence. Their choices and their values are the same thing. Here is what this looks like in financial terms. The person operating from deprivation says, I want that, but I am not allowed to have it. Every month is a negotiation with themselves. Every budget review is a small defeat. The person operating from discipline says, I want something else more. The expensive car is genuinely appealing, and the early financial independence it would delay is more appealing. There is no internal war, just a ranking. The practical shift is in the order of operations. Deprivation starts with restriction and hopes clarity will follow. Discipline starts with clarity and lets restriction take care of itself. So before adjusting a single line of any budget, do the clarity work first. What do you actually want your money to make possible? Rank it honestly. Then look at your spending and ask a single question. Does this spending serve anything on that list? Some of it will. Keep that spending without guilt. Some of it will not. And here's the interesting part. Once you see clearly that a category of spending serves nothing you actually care about, cutting it stops feeling like sacrifice. It feels like putting down something heavy. That is the difference. Deprivation is carrying the weight and resenting it. Discipline is realizing you never needed to pick it up. I will see you in the next one.